No place was safe, I guess, when the military sucked at everyone's pockets, even those of the better off. A human attendant jumped out of the shadows and waited anxiously on the curb for me to lower the bike to the pavement. He was young, maybe too young to be working in this kind of place, but who was I to judge? I wasn't anybody's mother. "Park your bike, ma'am?" he asked, rubbing his damp hands together. "Sure." I held out the keys, but didn't give them to him just yet. This is military property, so if you attempt to steal it, they'll skin you alive. The boy gulped, and I dropped the keys into his wavering hand. It's too bad I couldn't throw things like that around for a wee bit longer. After they enlisted and trained a person, the military didn't waste much time in shipping her out. Not with a war going on. Not when they were losing. I whipped off my riding goggles and slid them into my pocket, straightened my long military-issue leather coat, ran a hand through my short hair, a habit I'd picked up since they forced me to lop off my ponytail, and approached the door. There was a beep and the whine of something coming to life as I got within 3 feet of it. A panel slid open, at a little above my eye level, and the red mechanical eye of a bot peered out. Chapter 2. "State your business," a rough and static voice quipped. "I am here as a client," I told it, making my tone sound light and jovial. These doorbots were programmed to detect any kind of potential threat to the good decency of the club and its patrons. The red eye scanned me, and the voice answered, "You are military." "That is correct. Are you going to hold that against me? It's been a while, but I am a registered client. Check your records." The red eye dimmed for a few seconds. Then I was asked to step forward. I did, and held my eyes open wide as the right was scanned into the system. "Match found. Welcome, Isadora Banner." There was a click and the door slid open. I stepped inside and looked around the small entryway. It was decorated with wood veneer and tacky flowered wallpaper, but there wasn't a speck of dust to be found. It hadn't changed much. A girl who stood barely as high as my shoulder ran forward and bowed low. I kicked off my black boots and stepped up onto the matted floor, slipping on a pair of factory-made, uniform black polyester loafers that waited for all clients. The girl took my boots and stowed them in a cabinet that took up the entire left wall. The loafers were strictly for indoor use and would be traded for my boots upon my departure. "I can find my own way," I told the girl, who bowed again as I walked past her. I slid open the door at the back of the entryway and made my way down a long hall lined with more frosted sliding glass doors. There was a wide variety of sounds coming from these rooms, from lively music to low growls. But above all else, what came to my ears was an insincere, high-pitched giggling. Of course, their customers didn't see these attentions as false and ate them up. Maybe it was some flaw in my own character that I saw these poor young women, and a few young men as well, as quietly laughing at us behind their pretty manicured hands. I felt sure they didn't give a damn for their clients. They only cared about the money we brought in. I'd never spent much time in those rooms, only a few nights when I joined the parties of friends, and Charisse had always been there. I had thought at the time that her attentions to me had been sincere. She'd looked over the shoulders of the other patrons.